with Dirt Bike Channel here. We're up here in Idaho, southern Idaho, doing a little ride with Kelsey from RK Tek. He's the guy that makes the sweet two-stroke heads. I've actually got one of his heads on this bike, this 250 here, and what, I've got about 10 minutes on the bike with the head on it, and it's certainly punchy, man. This thing is running. This is a fun trail. A lot of growth in here. It certainly raised the compression. I mean, I'll have to roll in some footage.
So I'm doing some testing with this RK Tek Head on my KTM 250XC. I just ran a compression test. I'm not getting the same amount of compression now as I was because I've kind of got my battery down a little bit. But I had 190 pounds of compression, so that's quite a bit more. I'm gonna have to double check the footage and see what I had on the bike with the stock head on it. But I think it was like 160, 165. So this head does up the compression a fair amount, and I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna do some testing on it and see if I like it.
The bike had about 160 to 165 PSI on the compression on this thing, stock. The motor had 17 hours on it, so it's still pretty fresh, very fresh. And I'm at 4,500 feet above sea level doing that test. So if you were at sea level, it'd be even more.
This is my buddy Scott in front of me here on the 2017 YZ250X. And at the time that we're filming this, I don't think he's running an RK Tek Head on the bike. He might have been, but I know he is now, and I'll tell you what, that bike is running really, really well. Scott is really enjoying the performance that he's gotten out of the RK Tek Head on that 250, and I'm loving the performance that I'm getting out of it on this 250 XC. When I had the head on my 300, and you guys know how I like to be dead honest, on the 2017 300 XC, it felt like it was almost a little bit too punchy on the bottom end, and I felt like it was making the bike even a little bit harder to ride than it should be. And Kelsey was like, you know what, throw some more fuel at it, you need to run the bike a little bit more rich, and that certainly did help. But on the 250, I haven't had any of that issue. It's just been really, really nice to have a little bit more bottom end on that thing, and it hasn't suffered and made the bike like rev any slower. So it's been a really, really good modification on these 250s.
That's pretty country.
So I've always come in on this trail from right on the end of this hill. This is awesome.
I always loved coming on trails I've never been on before. You have no idea what's around any turn. Got to adapt. These are actually, some of these are pretty tight switchbacks as we descend here.
I don't want to beat a dead horse because I'm always talking about this, but I get new viewers all the time. Notice how I've got fingers on all my controls. I've got 2 fingers there on the clutch. I've got 1 finger on the brake. I'm also covering the rear brake down there with my foot, and I'm up in an attack position, and I'm ready for anything that comes. And it's such an important thing to be able to keep, you know, a hand on all of your controls at all times so that you're ready for anything that comes up.
I got brand new tires on this bike. I'm running the Bridgestone Battlecross X30s on this thing. These are really good tires. I like them. Just put them on for this ride up here with Kelsey. I'm a little concerned about that sun because it's going to be completely down. I mean, on the back side of the mountain, it's obviously already down, and we're parked on the other side of this mountain where I know the sun is already set. Don't have headlights. I do have one of those helmet lights that I reviewed. I don't have a stupid GoPro mount with which to mount it on this particular helmet, because I'm running the Pro Shot camera mount for this camera. It doesn't use a standard like GoPro stick-on style mount, so I can't swap it out for the helmet light, the GoPro. I just needed to put a stupid mount on this helmet, and I don't have one. The other helmet in the truck has one, so I got two helmets. Apparently I brought the wrong one. Let's just freaking loose here. I don't know which way to go, so I'll wait for the group. Listen to that two-stroke 250 gutted out. I'm assuming that's second gear. Those are really steep, tight switchbacks back there. Yeah, it was second. Just wanted to check and make sure it wasn't third. Sit back down so I can get under some of these branches. Stand back up, grab a gear. The air feels good now that the sun is down. It was freaking 97 degrees up here today in Idaho and Utah. But now